Hey everyone, today we'll be touring the Museum of Moving Images. The museum that we will discover is the Museum of Moving Image. This museum was founded in 1985 and later opened in 1988. It is also the only museum in the US that explores the central technology we all know so well. It is electric, mind-bending, and insightful, showing the viewers history with things like video games, film, television, and other digital medias, plus many physical props. We are around technology and screens every minute of every day, and the museum's goal is to use them to educate, entertain, and communicate. Some great exhibits we will further deep dive into is the Exhibit A, Jim Henson, Exhibit B, Behind the Screen, and Exhibit C, the Fleischer Studios cartoons. To start off, Exhibit A is the Jim Henson exhibit. Jim Henson has played a part in everyone's childhood, whether some people realize him for his name or not. He is most known as the creator of The Muppets. His most popular projects being Sesame Street, Muppet Show, Dark Crystal, or my personal favorite, The Labyrinth. According to New York Times article, This Time, The Muppets Take Queens, this fascinating gallery shows his devoted and experimental work with over 4 dozen puppets, hundreds of sketches, videos, and props over his whole career. A total of over 500 artifacts were donated to the museum, which caused the Moving Image Museum to expand its grounds for this exhibit alone. In this exhibit, you are introduced to many of his puppets, like Big Bird, Kermit, or Bert and Ernie. AM New York sheds a light into the Jim Henson exhibit by speaking on how you can see Henson's early work as far back as his high school years, then following up chronologically until his last project. Jim Henson was such a fascinating person that was able to share such a positive, creative, and educational pieces that has shaped people's life from the very start of their lives. Words cannot describe the amazing attributes and effects Henson plays a part in the arts. Overall, the Museum of the Moving Image captures the visionary aspects of Jim Henson that has a magical impact on everyone of today's world and the future ahead. Continuing with Exhibit B, the Behind the Screen exhibit. According to the New York Cliché, a popular website for all things hot in New York, they released an article in 2015, A Visit to the Museum of the Moving Image, which covers just how this exhibit explores digital entertainment and how it has advanced in the last 100 years, with many things technical and creative. Walking through this exhibit, you get to see all parts of producing, promoting, and presenting that all play a crucial part in your favorite TV shows, movies, and any type of digital entertainment. So much goes into each frame in a film, and in this exhibit you get to see each very small detail that is used in person. Things like recording equipment, costumes, makeup, and a lot of merchandise all used in entertainment. Many artifacts are actually interactive and can be played by its viewers. Supporting this is the New York Magazine and the article Museum of Moving Image, released in October of 2024. A visitor can, quote, create their own animations and also play any of the 14 classical video games, for example, like Donkey Kong, Miss Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Frogger, and much more. You get to see how it has grown over the past 100 years, giving its viewers insight and new perspective in something people see every day in everyday environments, letting you expand what you know on digital entertainment and interact with history in a fun and exciting light. To wrap up this tour with Exhibit C, we have the Fleischer Studios cartoons. For this section, you get to see 700 films made from the early 1920s through the early 1940s. Fleischer Studios are the creators of Betty Boop, Popeye the Sailor Man, and their very popular 1940s animated film series, Superman, plus many more. To support the Superman homepage, released in their 2025 Museum of the Moving Image article, that in the newly restored archival print, you can see all of the classical Superman animated films in a theater setting, making it a perfect blend of history and cinematic magic. In this exhibit, you get to also see a very historic and revolutionary device, the rotoscope. This device enabled the use of live action footage as a basis for the fluid movement of animated characters. The Into Film organization covers the history of rotoscoping in their article, Animation of Rotoscoping, which elaborates on just how important the Flasher's innovation was for animators in the early 1900s. So in this exhibit, you get to see familiar faces and history-making devices that help shape the film industry while also being able to use your creative side as you venture through. The Moving Image Museum offers many great qualities that let your thoughts run wild and see picture films come to life before you. All of these hold such a great nostalgic feeling for its audience. With being open for about 45 years, this museum has entertained millions, gaining so many positive reviews. Both WitchMuseum.com and NewYorkCliche.com give the Moving Image Museum 5 stars plus. It is such an amazing museum, I believe everyone should try to visit. Thank you for staying, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation.